Hey there, Tiffany Thomas with wealthytiffany.com. And in today's video, I'm going to talk about how to get started investing. And if you guys are ready for financial freedom right now, I want you to comment freedom below in the comments. And if you want more information about becoming financially free at a young age, then don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and don't forget to like and share this video. All right, let's dive in and talk about how to get started investing. This is one of the things that people struggle with the most. They have all sorts of fears around investing, that they're going to lose all of their money or they're not going to make any money, and they are just kind of lazy, they don't know where to get started, all different sorts of reasons why people are not getting started with investing. So I want to help you get started today. And the key to get started investing is to actually start. That's the key. Just get over your fears, dive in and get started. You probably have a lot of questions about investing. But here's the thing, you can ask and ask and ask, but if you're not taking any action, then you're not going to actually learn. So the key to get started is to actually start. So just decide what you want to get started with. One of the easiest ways to get started investing is to start in the stock market. It's super simple to set up an account. You can set up just a simple brokerage account online. And I have a whole course on this, buy your first stock in 48 hours. And I walk you through step by step on exactly how to get started. It's super simple. And that's how I like to keep investing, is super simple. I was having a conversation with a friend the other day, and he was asking what I do, and I told him I help people learn how to invest. And he said, "Oh, that's really hard. Investing can be really hard." And I was just thinking, actually, you can make it really simple. You really can. And that's how I do it. That's how I like to do it. I'm not worried about my investments every day. I don't log into my account. I don't look at my stocks every day. I have real estate properties as well, and I'm not losing sleep over those. I got started and I have a plan on what I want to do, and I like keeping things simple. So anyway, the first thing is to get started. So decide if you want to start with the stock market, which I think is a great way to get started because it is so simple. And you can just start really small. You don't need a lot of money to get started in the stock market either. And if you are really worried about losing money, you can invest in an index fund if you want to, which is just essentially one fund that you purchase, and it has a whole bunch of stocks inside of it. So if one of those companies goes bankrupt, you're not going to lose a ton of money because you have that fund that has invested in a whole bunch of stocks, a whole bunch of different companies. So that's a really low risk way to invest if you would rather do that. So that's another option for you. And if you do want to get started with real estate, if that's something that's been on your mind, you can keep that really simple as well. I just invest in buy and hold properties for the long term. And that's just single family homes that you can purchase, and you put renters in there, and you just you make sure that your numbers look good. So you want to make sure you're reaching your goals. So if that is to increase your cash flow, your passive income, then just make sure that you can rent your property for more than what your mortgage is. That's a very basic way to look at it. And if you're looking at it for the long term, even if you are just breaking even with your property, you can take into consideration that that property is going to appreciate over time, so it'll be worth more later on. And rent prices will also increase over time. So that is another way to look at your investment. So you guys, just get started investing. Start with something, just whatever it is that you want to get started with. If you think that stocks is going to be an easy way for you to get started, then just buy one stock. Just just do it. Just get started, because once you make that first hurdle, then the rest of it gets easier and easier. I have 4 properties right now, and the first one that I purchased was scary. It was scary, but I knew it would be a good investment. It makes sense because I'm investing for the long term. So it wasn't like I needed to flip that property within 30 days. I'm holding it for the long term, and so it made sense to me. So I went ahead and took that first step and bought that property, and I'm so glad I did. So glad. I have made so much money from that property, and it's been one of the best investments. And it's just because I started, and then when I got my second property, it was a little bit easier. And then the third property was no problem, fourth property, no problem. Like, it just got easier as I went. And sure, I've made mistakes along the way. That's going to happen. Don't expect to be perfect when you start. And that's one thing that I think people get hung up on, is they're so concerned about doing it perfectly the first time that they don't actually start. So get some basic facts and get started. Just do it. And you will be so glad that you did, because once you've done that first step, you can do the next one better and then even better, and you'll just be making progress along the way instead of being stuck with all of your money sitting in savings without earning anything at all. I don't even know if you're earning 1% interest. And that's another thing. Inflation is about 3% every year. So prices are going up 3%. And if you're only earning 1% on your money, you're losing money each year. Does that make sense? You're losing money each year by keeping your money in your savings account. You will not become financially free if you are not investing your money. So pick something that you want to get started with and just do it. Okay, that's the advice I have for you today. And comment below. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you've started investing, or if you're going to get started now, like you should. I'm just saying. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel to get more information like this. And if there is someone that you think needs to hear this information, make sure and share this video. And I will see you guys in the next one. All right, thanks.